and welcome back to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. I am your host, Dan from What's New in the Castle, and as always, Mick, Age, and Jimmy. How are we, boys?
Going well, Dan. Going well.
Dan, welcome to the show. It's been a while.
It's been a long time coming, and unfortunately, I had to introduce myself then because I think everyone's a bit stage fright, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that, but you're definitely not the host today. Jimmy's podcast. Jimmy's always Jimmy's podcast.
Thanks for that wonderful intro, Dan.
We have a huge show. We're going to go through the NRL headlines this week. Knights are fucking throbbing, Dan. We're going to go through our wins of the week on Dabble. And as always, round 27 stats. Everyone loves the stats.
We also got rapid fire NRL tips. We got some funny jokes from our 18th man inquiries.
And Dan, you're going to be deciding who the greatest Newcastle Knights player is of all time.
There's been plenty of great Newcastle Knights players out there, so we should get into it, eh?
Let's get into it. So, week that was. Adrian, anything special?
For me, nothing special. Had a very quiet weekend. Nothing to report on. What about you boys?
Me, I was out Saturday night. Boys at Utopic Events put on a hectic event at Coogee Bay at Selena's there. Pure Bliss event. Good friends of the show since ages. I've known Bailey for a long time. Saw some patrollers there, looking more cast than usual.
Is that what we're calling?
We're calling them the patrollers.
Have we locked it in?
Well,
is that locked in?
The patrollers.
But they were saying it. They were like, in their cast state. He goes, Mick, I'm cast. But do you reckon South win? And I was like, we have the bye. Carry on.
That is very cast.
That is cast.
Yeah, I was sick as a dog last week, as you boys know. I was proper on my deathbed, I think, on Friday, and then recovered on Saturday night, went out, had a few friends come over, had some dinner, went out to Cargo Bar.
Oh,
nice.
Some great nights at Cargo Bar.
Oh, the
That's
best.
Yep.
The best.
Yep.
And then,
Did you end up at Bungalow Gym?
No.
Thank God.
We checked the line
Thank
and we're
the
like, no,
Lord.
we'll stay at Cargo Bar.
Thank God. For
Wait,
that.
you got more friends than just these two boys? You got other friends out there?
Oh, mate, it's dog.
You'd be surprised then. You'd be
Interesting.
surprised.
No, just interestingly, you learn
Nah,
people
they're-
more.
They're
you get to know.
girlfriends' friends. I wouldn't call them his friends.
Okay.
They're
Until
my
they get
friends.
married, until they get married.
They're our friends.
Okay.
These friends could easily just go away with a click of a button.
Yeah, I understand. Like,
Yeah.
same pain. We could be friends, mate.
You're more friends than they are. Okay. They
Okay,
are
sweet. Oh, I like that.
What about you,
Respect.
Dan?
What did I do on the weekend? Well, besides waxing lyrically, watching my mighty Newcastle Knights win 8 in a row. Oh, the Brickies are,
First time since 01.
First time
Fucking
since
hell.
2001. And what happened in that year? Premiership. Beautiful.
Omen.
Against
It is an
Parramatta.
omen, but it's also Year of the Rabbit, so maybe both omens are fucked.
Yeah, well, if you're going, I think the Chinese New Year, they're going off a system where it's very outdated. So they're back in like 1912 or something like that. I don't know. But besides watching that, I played a bit of golf. And besides that, I was pretty much staying home because I haven't got many mates. So
right.
just staying inside.
Now you have one in Jimmy.
We could hang out, man.
We go Cargo Bar, Dan. this
Yeah,
weekend.
that mate. We'll probably be not allowed back in after me. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you don't have me and Age's friends because rewind to last week.
Yeah.
We got stitched up with one of the all-time stitch-ups.
Absolute joke.
So just a reminder, we lost a bet to you. We had to do some stupid egg raw shot challenge. It was
but
disgusting.
the questions were raw.
Oh,
The way
you're
you got
a
Jimmy
raw.
to present them, it
That
was
was
not
good.
fair. So, Dan, we're going to get you back today.
He's going to get me back.
We're gonna get you back.
I'm going to shout out to my friend Jimmy. He asked those questions in a way where a future Eddie Maguire in you, mate, I think. So
Thank you. I'll take that.
You'll
I'll
take that.
that.
I reckon you were. You're very good, mate. So maybe a career, maybe break away from the cast patrol and start your own thing.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah.
Next host. Who knows?
Mate, the Andrew Johns one,
Oh.
where
How good
Jimmy
was that?
was emphasising he famously wore in the grand final. I'm going, Age, it has to be 7. Like I can't think of anything else.
And
Like, everyone thinks it's 7, but just the way he
It's
fucking
the
said
way, the way. So Leo Denver was the guy who played halfback majority of that year. He played for the London Broncos. Knights brought him over to play for Newcastle because Joey Johns. He had many injuries in that 97 year, and he only come back for the finals and he punctured his lung. I think he punctured his lung in the semi-final before the grand final. And the doctor said to him, like, mate, you're not playing because you could die. He's just like, no, I'm playing. They had Leo Denver there on standby for Joey. So, that's why it's confused people. Did he wear the 7? Did he not?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's why you rattled me because I'm like, fuck, I know there was dramas, but This is also a trick question. So
Yeah, and you couldn't ask that question straight up because it had to be third just to get inside the Mick and Age's
if you do it at
head.
the start, it's like, he started easy, you know.
It was very well done.
Yeah, living in their head rent free.
But no, yeah, me and Mick did 2 shots each. It was woeful.
Yeah, but we got some. They've been sitting there for about 6 hours. So yeah,
We got some nice warm raw eggs for you.
Yep, can't wait.
All right, let's get into some NRL headlines. Final scenarios. So, Jimmy, you've been crunching the numbers all
I
week,
have.
and you've come up with some wacky science business.
Yeah. It's a bit of a head fuck. There's a lot going on.
Strap yourself in.
Strap
mate.
yourself in,
I've got
mate.
the beep boop going in there.
There's a lot that can play out. But
HIA, please.
all right, first, obviously got Brisbane versus Storm. Brisbane win. They obviously win the minor prem. South versus Roosters. Winner makes the 8 pending some results, obviously from the Cowboys games and the Sharks games. Panthers versus Cowboys. Now, if Brisbane lose to Melbourne, Penrith win. They will win the minor prem.
Yep.
Or if the Cowboys win, they'll make the 8 again, pending what happens with the Sharks versus the Raiders. And then the all-important Sharks versus Raiders, Sunday Arvo, pending the previous results, the winner will make the 8. So make that.
Can I
what you
confuse
will.
you more,
There's
Jimmy?
a lot
You
pending.
can. Please, Dan.
Throw in a draw in one of those games, what happens? It completely fucking mind puzzles it all again.
It will.
A draw for South is good. Though,
I've had Campbell back in the studio back in Newcastle.
Yeah.
He's been putting the whatever you do in the test tubes and all the science experiments. He's got the Bunsen burner out, and we can't work it out. There's so
can't.
much happening.
No,
There's a lot that can play out this weekend. So
All I know is, as Bunny fans, you win, you're in.
Yeah, it's simple for us. It's a must-win game.
Not so simple. You got a dominating Roosters side coming right at you.
I know, but
Is it that simple?
No JWH
no
does help.
Latrell.
No Latrell for us. No Manu, potentially.
Potentially.
He's named.
So let's get into Manu, boys. For the Roosters, JWH and Joe Manu out versus the Rabbitohs. So Warrior Hargrave's been charged twice for incidences.
If he escaped with a fine, it would have been criminal.
No, criminal. So carrying a minimum ban of 3 matches each for both. So dangerous contact and the striking charge.
It's crazy that's JWH's first suspension of season 2023. Yeah. He's had multiple fines and breaches and that.
He's got away with a fine every time, a little slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
And then he just gets 6 weeks.
But this one, the double incident,
God.
really, he's not getting
And
away.
he misses out on Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sure he'll still go.
And I think it was supposed to be his 300th in Vegas, I think.
Yeah.
round 1 next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
If they were
That would
to
be
like,
like pending on
pending the
finals.
finals
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Still.
so
Oh, that's not good. So back to Joey Manu. He's got a suspected hamstring injury. For those that have copped a hamstring injury, you're not playing the next week. NRL physio says he's a long shot. Robbo says he's a 50-50 chance.
Robbo's spinning yarns.
He's spinning
I don't
yarns?
think he plays.
Robbo's
If he
yarning.
does play, I think he's
Did he get
gonna be
named?
hobbling. He's named, yeah.
okay.
Robbo, shut up. Robbo, you got no, mate. It's not your hammy, mate.
He's playing mind games.
Actually,
with us.
Robbo, shout out to you. He's a previous, I think, reserve grade coach of the Newcastle Knights. He was on the coaching staff. Go on Google Images, find a nice little photo of Robbo and a Knights thing. And we burnt that polo. We're anti-Robbo up in the Hunter.
Yeah, right.
So are we as South fans.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
So us, all 3 of you, who's more important to either team? Warrior Hargraves to Roosters or Latrell to South?
Latrell to South.
Warrior is huge for them up through the middle.
He's very good through
he
the middle.
brings that,
But
I
Latrell.
don't even know what you call it, but he just brings something to that forward pack. Like he's someone that you want to play with, but you just hate coming up against JWA.
Especially the big games.
Put it this way, Latrell, he's one of those guys that he's not. He doesn't get into the grind as much. He'll come out and have a flash of brilliance out of nowhere and like the highlight reel, and he does that when it counts, and he's done it on the big stage numerous times. GWH, he's been one of the greatest front rowers in rugby league for a long amount of time right now. How many seasons has he done? Like 10, 12 years or something like that. He's just like, so he's the engine room of that Eastern Suburbs side. So they're both big outs, but
You'd have to say Latrell.
I'm gonna say Latrell, because you got a bloke who looks like the guy who looks like from Monsters Inc. Lindsay Collins.
No, Monsters.
Monsters. Not Monsters Inc. Space Jam.
Space Jam.
The Blue Monster. So you got a bloke called Lindsay Collins there who is going to have a massive game.
He'll
Could be a
play
fridge
80.
for later on if you might want to.
We're going to fill up the fridge with Collins, are we?
Well, you
I
might
tried
be
it
able to.
last week and he nearly scored, but Sam Walker hogged it and went
Yeah,
himself.
so
He did.
That hurt me.
I'm going to go JWH just because their record without him is shit house.
yeah.
What about our record without Trell? It's not that good either.
Yeah, it's not good, but our record with Troll, we're losing games too.
Yeah.
I know he's important, but still, Rio Grove's massive loss.
Put it this way: if the Rabbits win and Trell does come back for the semi-finals, look out.
Yeah.
Trell, he's got a lot to prove, and I think
Yeah.
he's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, he went back to the farm, cleared his
Oh,
head.
perfect.
He's fresh.
Perfect.
Hopefully we win and then he'll
home.
be ready to rip and tear.
And
If
Troll,
not-
Troll loves playing the Roosters anyway. Your boy, Kalyn Ponga, suspected AC joint injury. Is it confirmed?
Yeah,
Locked in?
yeah, confirmed.
What's the inside word? You and him are best mates, aren't you?
Yeah, Kalyn Ponga. We go down to Goldberg's and have a coffee every now and then. You know, the old Ponga and I. And so high grade AC joint.
You can needle it up, can't you?
You can, like you said, I've had AC joint injuries in the past, cortisone injection, painkiller injection, go out, big games, you're playing it, no worries, a lot of pain, does hurt. Delay.
How many tackles is he making at fullback, Ponga?
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's no way, he's not playing 5'8", he's not up in that front line anymore. But you still see him in fullback. He still loves to go out and put a little bit of his shoulder in that
Especially
end.
near the
So, which
line,
is
yeah,
good,
yeah.
which is good. But maybe he might just have to, if he is going to come back in 2 weeks' time, maybe just slow down a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is confirmed. It is confirmed by on the Knights website as of yesterday. So
Yeah, I think the main issue will be him going to line deep. Like, I feel like it's his confidence. Because if he goes right into the line again last minute and someone puts a shot on,
yeah.
it might just rattle the shoulder a bit.
But I just don't think he can help himself. He just loves that's
Yeah.
Kalyn Ponga.
That's
That's
how he
the
plays.
player that we've all become to love over the last few years. Like when he's playing great, it's that no nonsense footy where he takes that ball to the line and
Late footwork.
bang,
Yeah.
straight away.
Cut out
Campbell
pass.
Graham, ta-ta. See you later.
He's the most informed player of the comp.
Oh,
at the
by
moment.
far.
Him and Reece Walsh.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
loving Reece Walsh at the moment.
It was
Oh,
Sean
well,
Johnson for a bit, and then
Yeah.
fucking Ponga and Walsh just gone
because
off.
Sean Johnson's quad injury held him back a
didn't
bit.
help
but-
him.
Like in old school wrestling terms, you have like the face, which is a good guy. A heel is the bad guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Reece Walsh is my rugby league heel at the moment.
Definitely.
Just something about him, like good looking bloke, whatever. But just something
Yeah.
about him, I'm not liking him. I'm not liking him.
Right.
Ponga's my face and Walsh is my heel. So
I'm loving him at the moment. I think people find him arrogant or a bit cocky.
I don't
but
know.
I'm liking it.
I don't know if
I'm
yeah,
liking
I
the
don't know.
confidence.
I think it's just a Brisbane thing. You hate every Brisbane player.
Yeah, in saying that, I used to like Brisbane growing up.
Did ya?
Yeah, I did. I was young and immature.
But
All
I
right.
think because he's so good, everyone just tends to hate him.
Yeah. I think that's to do with any NRL player, isn't
Yeah,
it?
That's right.
Another injury this week. Jarome Luai out for Penrith. So
That was an ugly one.
That was very bad. The way he just sort of got up and just he's holding it. I've dislocated my shoulder, so I'm pretty much. I know what Luai feels like. Winning on the grand stage, charity match, scored a few tries. Jerome
We lost
Luai,
the charity match though.
Dislocated shoulder. Like, I know.
Yeah,
I know
right.
what it feels like to be a good player with a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, you and Jimmy look like the Norm Proven trophy walking off the game.
Yeah, so they reckon that he's going to be out probably till preliminary finals, and that's maybe prelim.
Pushing it, I reckon.
Look, we probably think Penrith get there anyway. The prelim, if not
Cogger's going to do a job. Simon of Newcastle, he'll finish the year well for Penrith, win a comp, and then come win one with Newcastle. Oh, actually,
Wait,
Knights
so
going
you're
to win
saying
the comp.
aren't Knights going to win the comp this year?
Oh, well, technically
Backtrack a bit.
you can't win the comp outside
he's-
the top four in the NRL era.
Yeah.
So make of that what you will
That's
with that
a weird
information.
signing though, Cogger tonight.
Going back.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Oh, I'm
Whispers.
gonna leave my comments alone for at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, that might be a What's New in the Castle exclusive.
Oh,
there you go.
Why don't you drop it on the potty, mate?
No, Cog a great player.
Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of Adam Clune, and I think he's been playing really well in New South Wales Cup, consistent.
Yeah.
His short kicking game is, he could match any of the halves in the comp.
Done the job the last few weeks.
And exactly, mate. He's come in. He hasn't played NRL first grade this season.
Yeah.
Last year, he played a lot of games, and he's come in. He filled in for Jacko Hastings. A lot of people riding the Knights off. He's done a job, and I don't think they're re-signing Clune. And they've got Cogger. Yeah, Cogger's a great player. Like whatever. Is it really necessary? He's a halfback. We got Jackson Hastings there.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Tyson Gamble. Like
Yeah, Gamble's
What-
for God.
He's a
yeah.
bricklayer.
He is a bricklayer. He's a brickie. He's a brickie.
Jet
And,
set Ricky.
man,
Who
that
are the
ball-
top 3 bricklayers at Newcastle?
the current bricklayers you got to go Adam Elliott, number 1.
Oh, yeah.
No, just whatever order. Adam Elliott, Tyson Gamble, and obviously the coach, Adam O'Brien. He's the site foreman, I think. Yeah.
He was actually a bricklayer.
He's a
wasn't he?
bricklayer by trade, old Adam
There you go.
O'Brien.
Can
So
you explain to our listeners what a bricklayer is?
yeah. So you got what's your listeners called, the patrollers?
Apparently, it's the patrollers.
We're going with
the
patrollers for now.
patrollers at the
Is that
moment.
something he's talking about that later on, or we could officially the patrollers?
Mate, you can
Unofficially,
drop the news.
officially.
Do you want to drop
Unofficially.
the news?
Do you want to drop the news for
Exclusive?
patrollers?
Apparently, he's called the patrollers. So,
There you go.
congratulations.
You're host.
Yeah, that's mate. I'm mostly, yeah. Well, I'm going to call you dickheads, but no. So the patrollers. But anyway, so we started off last year. We're just like when Adam O'Brien, which he's actually a brickie by trade, and he started signing blokes like Jackson Hastings, Tyson Gamble, Jack Hetherington, Adam Elliott. You look at those boys and you go, you know what? I've seen these boys before on the job site. You know, bit of high vis or shirt off, mixing that mud. You know, the buddy sand and cement, and then they've got the brick carriers and they're holding along and they're sitting down like, fuck, it's 40-degree Novocastrian sun, like it's a hot day.
Jack Hetherington is a fucking
He's a bricklayer, mate. This is what I mean.
Like,
and
fuck,
you know, the
he looks
Steel,
like
the
it.
Steel City, a hardworking buddy. It's like not really a touristy town. It's a hardworking bloody livable town like that. You know, like working class man Jimmy Barnes. Like, come on, Newcastle. Like, we need to hear you, Newcastle. And they're bricklayers, so we just the bricklayers caught on, and like a lot of the Knights boys, they've been getting onto it in that as well, which is great to see. And now we just call our audience the brickies, the bricklayers. So that's
Are they all brickies, or is Kalyn Ponga like? Is he like the foreman, like project manager?
what would Ponga be? He'd be more of a he'd be in the office in the aircon, you know, just
in
like
the office.
Estimator.
Resting that shoulder up.
yeah, like he's not high up there yet, but like you know
He's signing
he's
the
grinding,
paychecks.
but I feel
Payroll.
like he signed a really good deal to stay in the office, and you know he might just stay there. He's happy with this collecting his 1.4 a year. And
Well done. We've gone from Jarome Luai being an injured 5'8" to Jack Hetherington looking like a
brickies,
bricklayer.
they could play for anyone.
Yeah.
Cam McGuinness, bricky.
Oh, he's bricky.
Dale Finucane, bricky.
Bricky.
Yeah.
So leave a
Jai
Havili.
Arrow, bricky.
Jai Arrow's
Yeah.
big time bricky, yeah.
Tom Burgess. Well, what do you call it? He's come from overseas, you know, he backpacker, needs some money in the off-season.
Yeah.
Bricky.
Who's the bench fridge off the Cowboys bench? The blondie.
Griffin Name.
Oh, bricky.
Bricklayer.
Big
Bricky.
bricky. Cohen Hess.
Right,
Yeah.
Bricky.
Yeah.
Actually, they comment on the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, comment on YouTube who you think would be a great bricklayer from the NRL.
Fuck, he's good.
Mate, he's a host for a reason.
He's
That's
getting the engagement
That's what I'm
up.
hosting, get the engagement.
why we pay him
Who
the
would
big
be
bucks.
a great bricklayer from the NRL? Doesn't have to be Newcastle, could be anyone.
Yeah.
Past and present. Kurt Reynoldson, bricky.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Smith,
Yeah.
bricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Fensom, bricky.
Bricky.
Oh, Fenson.
Mate.
One of the
He breaks his leg and he still turns up for work. You know what I mean? Literally, broken leg.
And moving on, female referees to take charge in round 27A. Just go through it.
Yeah, so Belinda Sharp and Casey Badger will officially make history in round 27 as the first females to referee in the NRL under the single referee system.
How good's that? That's
Well done.
awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, that's
Well done.
How good's that?
Girls.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So Sharp's refereeing Seagulls Tigers and Badger is refereeing Titans Dogs.
It's going to be wild in 10 years' time when you know females refereeing a game's just going to be the norm, and we'll look back
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
remember 20 years ago there was no females even touching the thing.
Exactly.
Imagine 20 years when there's going to be 2 female touch judges and then 1 referee who's female, or 3 of them out there together. Like that
Yeah.
would be massive.
Next
Yeah.
would be a robot or some shit. Remember the refs used to make incorrect decisions?
Yeah. It's
But no.
technically the bunker now anyway.
It is massive. That's why these rounds that are sort of like some games are write-offs are good for bleeding new talent, not only in the players, but the referees.
That's right. Yeah. No, well done, girls.
There we go.
So let's take back. What's new in the castle? How did you guys start? Give the listeners a bit of a spiel. Some hearing about you for the first time. Some
Give yourself a
Steven
plug as well
Spielberg.
while you're there.
This is- Go on, this is your chance.
Yeah, so what's new on the castle? It's a podcast based in God's country, the Steel City,
There
the
we
working
go.
class town of Newcastle.
Yep.
I started off as my own little podcast, little side gig in 2020. Bit of a background, I chippy by trade, but then got a job in radio with Triple M and the Hit Network up in Newcastle. was looking at a career in possible radio and like worked out like there's a lot of different. It's very hard to crack in that industry, and it's either if they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, it's like good luck. So a lot of them were saying like, oh, you should start your own little side gig up, little podcast up. And that's what I did, 2020.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thinking of a name. I was like, oh, what's new in the castle, Newcastle? Yeah, well, they'll
Yeah.
they'll stick.
Words,
So yeah, it's a good play on words. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but
Oh,
then
it
it's just
is.
like I saw you boys interviewed Ice from YKTR the other week. Like the rules. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how it
yeah.
started off. So there was a WNITC. It's kind of like similar thing like that. Funny story. I nearly changed it to the Castle podcast. And until I saw the Cast Patrol
would've been a
popped
bit of a
up.
clash.
Imagine that. We wouldn't,
Castle
Jimmy
and
and
the
I wouldn't have
Cast
been
Patrol.
mates. We
No,
wouldn't have
no,
been,
no.
no.
Jimmy would be off there, bro.
Yeah, fucking first 6 letters or 7 or whatever.
Yeah,
The cast.
Yeah. So that's
Fucking good play, mate. Would have sued you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So and then we just started off with interviewing a lot of people, had some really good guests and that on, and then Campbell, a good mate of mine, he's from Bathurst originally, and he come play at our footy club for a few years now. He's been up in Newcastle 6-7 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Got him to co-host, and Semi Elwin, he fills in every now and then, which is great. So those two boys, call them the ring-ins, so they just come in and
Are they like your bricklayers?
yeah, I'm the site foreman. I like to think, and
And they're like subbies. They just come in, do the job.
yeah, they're subbies. Yeah, 100%. Well, subcontractors they are, but they do a good job, and 2.5 years.
Wow.
It's been
Yeah,
going for now, so it's good.
Who are some of your guests, and who is the best one?
Oh, so like I said, it originally started off and it was just the big man, myself in the chair, interviewing a few special guests in that. And then COVID happened, which was great because all these athletes just at home have nothing to do besides train or that. And had Jaden Brayley, Guerra, and then transitioned to other sports. I had Isaac Heaney from the Swans. He's a Newcastle boy. Had a few connections there, so got him on. He was a lovely kid, like
awesome.
absolute champion. Actually, funny, he just become single like a week before he recorded the podcast, and something coming up. Yeah, you got a missus of that. He's like, oh no, I'm just single. So I was like the exclusive of Jane. Isaac Heaney single. Yeah.
Did he pick up straight after that?
Oh, mate, I
Wouldn't be hard.
I have no doubt in my mind that man does not need any help picking up. But probably the best one I had was you guys into UFC?
Yeah.
Much?
Yep.
Mark Hunt, heavyweight. Yeah.
You had Mark Hunt?
Yeah.
In the flesh or over Zoom?
I've met Mark Hunt. I've trained with Mark Hunt a few times.
Wow.
And you want to talk about bricklayers? He is the brick wall. He's the sand, cement. He's the mortar. He's the brick. He's the lot. Mark Hunt. So I trained with him a few times, and he followed us on like Instagram, personal, and the What's New in the Castle thing. Just started talking. I was like, during COVID, he was training for the Paul Gallen fight, I believe.
Yep.
So, mate, he always said personal, get me on you for your potty, just like mucking around. He come on and had some great yarns, and it was a hard one because he was going through some stuff with the UFC and Dana White and that at the time. So that was a good listen, but I listened to it there, like the equipment I was using and my interview skills. Obviously, like I wish I could redo that one. It's probably one I'd love to get back into. Yeah, so Marky Hunt, he was good.
Yeah, that's
Very
awesome. That's top tier stuff.
That's top tier.
Far out. Now you're interviewing us pretty much because you're hosting.
Mate, this is probably the peak of my podcast career. This is pretty
downward
good.
peak.
Well, welcome to the studio.
That's awesome. Well, that's enough of you talking. Now we're going to go over our double wins, okay?
So then you just sit there and look pretty all right.
Mate, it takes a lot to do that. So.
Just admire these wins. All right, Mick, start us off.
I'll start us off. My best bet. I'm carrying cast once again. You failed. 18th man. They've failed. They're 16 losses in a row. That streak, you know who it actually started with?
Who?
Dan from What'sNewintheCastle.
Well done.
That was
Dan.
But I'll give him some credit because he hit the first one, right? Week 1 you hit.
week
that
2.
correct?
Yeah, week 2 we had a scratching, was it?
You got Steel City first week.
It was a Steel City into Dom Young.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was a good multi.
Yeah, that was great.
And
And,
then
next
week
week, I think
2
less by one leg.
Yeah, I think you lost by one
I
leg.
think I got scratched.
One scratched and
then I
the
had
other
to change, add another leg in. Yeah, so
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
I think
Mate, that's where the curse
It didn't
started.
Still,
No, it didn't
16
win.
losses in a row. I was getting ripped for 7. You guys have doubled it and more. So my best bet 1, Warriors into Tottenham Hotspur's Big Ange doing things over there and Manchester City. Manchester City, safest leg almost fucked me.
90th minute.
You nearly jinxed it. The whole time after Spurs won, you're like, boys, turn it off. There's no chance they lose.
Yep.
They win. They lost it.
They conceded in the 85th minute, went to 1-1, then Rodri scored in the 88th, 3 minutes later.
Hulla missed
What's
an
the
early
punishment for the 18th man's? Like, do you just next podcast just play static sound for an hour? You got to make them listen to it.
We had him. We had like when it was in 10, when I was going for 10, we had him like agree to punishment.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
a lot of them like bailed out on it after they lost.
One
So-
guy
they're smart boys,
One
yeah.
guy said he's gonna get a tattoo. Was like, I'm getting a tattoo, and he actually won.
but he won.
Yeah,
so
he
like
won.
we respect that.
Yeah. Mate, the patrollers, they're not as dumb as they look.
They're very
They know.
And yeah, I hope you're saying you get offended by that, but he's pretty dumb looking.
Don't listen to
That's
him.
where we're cancelled. Our listeners just dropped.
He's from Newcastle. Don't listen to
But
him.
these aren't brickies, I'll say that.
Speaking of Newcastle, we hit our Newcastle Knights versus Sharks same game multi, Jimmy.
Yes, Greg Marzoo, anytime, Pong anytime, Knights -5.5.
Well done.
16 copies for $5.25.
$5.25.
Beautiful. 16 happy customers.
We also had UFC Fight Night Singapore.
So how did you pick this out, Age? Stats?
Alright, so I'm going to be honest here. I didn't pick this. Okay, I was at
Hold the
my
phone,
mates.
hang on.
I was at my mate's gather,
Hold the phone, Freddie.
and then there's a mate. We don't want to reveal his name. He's our UFC tipper.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey mate, what do you reckon here? He's like, hey, give me the phone. So he builds out this multi. I'm like, you sure? He's like, nah, trust me. Like this looks good. So he built a 4-leg multi. It was Junior Taffa TKO, Aaron Blanchfield win, Giga win,
Giga
Max
kick?
Holiday, pretty much Giga kick. Max Holiday win by TKO. And literally they all won so easily. And Holloway's knockout was insane. He made Zombie retire.
$9.69.
But I think
14
Zombie was
copies.
always retiring after that fight.
Yeah, after he got knocked out the way he did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was $9.69, 14 copies.
It's
How
good.
good.
And I hit my fridge last week, boys. First one of
Yes.
the year.
Congratulations.
Oh, actually, no. Did I hit it last week?
Yo, this is 2 in a row.
Yeah, you went
Who
back
did
to
I go
back.
last week?
Oh, who'd you go?
Fuck, which
I didn't
fridge?
see that you got it
forgot.
2 weeks in a
Oh,
row.
Papa Lee. Josh
Papa,
Papa
Yeah,
Lee.
Josh
Josh-
Papa,
Big
yeah.
Papa,
So that's
yeah.
2 weeks in a row. 2 fridges, $3.90. How
He
good.
conveniently fucked it for you when he went over.
Oh, the
and got
first
held
time.
up.
And he just did
And he got
put it down,
redemption with
yeah.
Sloan, so well done.
And we had plenty of winners on Saturday and Sunday,
You were hot.
singles,
No one could touch you.
same race multis. So just get on Dabble, give us a follow. If you,
Those
want,
same race multis, they're fucked. You keep hitting him.
if you like winners, follow us on Dabble. But of course, we've got the losers. We had a few one-leg losses over the weekend. Storm vs Titans, same game multi for feeder 1 leg.
Ooh.
$31.
$31.
That one
That
hurts.
hurt.
That hurts.
I reckon the next one hurts more.
Raiders versus Broncos, same game multi. Tomoko didn't score for $23.
38 copies.
Tomoko out of everyone. He's
I
been
know.
flying.
No, the Dogs versus Manly, Addo Carr didn't score.
That would
The
do.
Fox.
The Fox,
Seriously.
1 leg. That'll do, mate. $6.50. But yeah, make sure, get on Dabble. How do they get on Dabble, Mick?
Well, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Dabble because their spring carnival's here. And let me tell you, our friends at Dabble got the goods. They're bringing daily live streams, even same race multis. So if you're looking for a hot horse tip this season, get on Dabble and follow the boys. Age, what else is on Dabble that they can get on?
Hey, the NRL Finals. And when it's got our tips, you got every NRL tipper on Dabble.
Yep.
So if you're struggling for a same game multi, first try scorer, hop on and join the fun. Get in the banter channels as
I'm
well.
up all the time. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the episode description and get signed up in under 2 minutes and use the code Cast Patrol when signing up to support the show. That you don't just have to copy the Cast Patrol. We're one of the best tipsters on the app. 24,000 followers. Hit 1 every 1,000 bets. No, we're kidding. We hit when we do. And look, there's other great punters on there. Heath Shaw, Mark Geyer, Rory Flanagan, Spider Carroll, and many more. So hit the link and let's make some magic.
And just a reminder, what are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit the website gamblinghelponline.org.au.
So Dan, you're getting a bit lonely over there. We'll get you back into the show now.
Sorry,
No,
sorry
that's
about
good,
that,
mate.
Dan.
It was good to rest the voice, I think.
Thank God. So we're playing last man standing. So the way it works is it's quick fire. I'm going to give you 2 players. You decide between them.
Yes, I've seen this. This is one of your better segments. I love this one.
We
So
actually have good segments. Thank you.
I get the patrollers. They agree with me out there. I don't agree with the patrollers on a lot of things, but I do agree with them on this one. This is this is one of my favorite segments you boys do on the Instagram and TikTok. So glad to be part of this one.
So here it is. Last man standing. Greatest Newcastle Knights players of all time.
Ooh, Knights players.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, you're wearing Knights. We have to go with it.
Yep.
So Dan, moment of truth. We're starting strong. Kalyn Ponga or Ben Kennedy?
I'm gonna Ben Kennedy. Ponga gone. Ben Kennedy.
Wow.
Premiership winner. Yeah. Premiership winner. You know, Ponga, 8 games in a row going for 9, but BK premiership winner, Bricky.
The runs are on the board.
Yeah,
so-
runs on the board. He even though he come from Canberra and then went to Manly, went as a premiership, and premiership's talk in the Hunter. So BK at this stage, Ponga could
They are
right
pretty,
now.
They are pretty rare in the Hunter. So
All right, Ben Kennedy or Kirk Gidley?
Oh, the greatest interchange player of all time, the Super 14. It's just Knights or going Origin in that as well?
Just Knights.
Okay, BK.
Wow.
huge.
Ben Kennedy locked him in. All right, let's go 2 forwards. Ben Kennedy or Chief Harrigan?
Oh, Paul Harrigan, 100%. Yeah, BK, great player, great lock forward / back rower, but Paul Harrigan, absolute beast. 97 premiership winner, played through a lot of hard times in the Hunter, went through a lot, especially early 90s or late 80s, went through earthquakes, went through a lot of adversity around that time. Paul Harrigan went through it all, so definitely the chief there.
Wow. All right, Chief Harrigan or Andrew Johns?
Now, this is where it's going to get controversial. I'm going to lock in Paul Harrigan for the greatest Knights player of all time. I tell you right now
Shut
why.
the lights. Turn it off.
Front rower, myself, Paul Harrigan, front rower. Bit of respect there, Knuckle Chief Beauty. No, Joey Johns, obviously greatest player of all time and that. Yeah, he doesn't really, does he need more recognition? Paul Harrigan, right? Super League War. Have you seen the docos on the Super League War? There's a big reason why Andrew Johns and Matty Johns and a lot of those Knights boys stayed in the ARL to play for the Newcastle Knights, and it's because of the Chief. It's because of Paul Harrigan. It's because of That's Gold. It's a big reason why Joey Johns was such the great player he was, is because of Paul Harrigan. So maybe there's no Newcastle Knights if it wasn't for Chief. So Paul Harrigan, the Chief, greatest Knights player of all time.
Wow. So there's no point even asking if Danny Badiris is going to top him.
Oh, let's go Bedsy.
After all that yarning.
Wow, Chief
definitely
Harrigan.
Chief.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
rattled
yeah.
us.
How good is that?
Like, obviously, playing ability, he's two different positions and that.
Yeah.
But like, for story and yarn here, Paul Harrigan, he's such a significant figure in Newcastle folklore, like the 97 premiership, he's the captain of the time. He got all the boys to stay in the ARL because a lot of those boys, a lot of the boys did leave the club. You had blokes like Brad Godden and McCormack and that. They all went to the Hunter Mariners. And, if there's no Newcastle Knights in that ARL, there's no ARL competition, So it was massive for the Chief to get all those boys there. So just to bring everyone together and win that premiership in 97, that's a lot of that's got to do with Chief. So, yeah.
Was he also there for 01 or did he retire by then?
No, so Chief retired in 2000 or 1999, I think. Yeah. 01 was a bit more of a younger side, like Steve Simpson's, great player, back rower, BK, Tamana Tahu, Robbie O'Davis, he played in both of them as well.
Did Joey play both?
Yeah. So Joey he was Clive Churchill in 2001. I was going to ask this in the quiz the other night. Do you know who was the Clive Churchill in 97?
No.
I'm going to guess Chief.
No.
Darren Albert.
Robbie O'Davies. Robbie O'Davies.
That was another X shot we would have had to
That would have been
done.
another X shot. Yeah. So he was the Clive Churchill. He scored a double in that game as well. Have you sat down and watched that whole 97 grand final? It's always playing on Fox League another time. It's definitely worth a watch because, Knights hadn't beat Manly in so many games.
Yeah.
Talk about stats the week
The
later
stats
on.
are coming out right now, so yeah.
So that definitely one to watch.
Yeah,
the trollers out there.
There you go.
If he's on meth or ice or something like that.
hey. We should cancel this bloke.
How good's that? All right, boys, it's time. Strap yourselves in. Here are the round 27 stats that you need to know.
Melbourne Storm have won the last 13 games in a row versus Brisbane Broncos. Worth mentioning, winning the last 12 games by 8 points or more.
That's crazy. So Melbourne, that's their hoodoo team, the Broncos. They just can't handle the Storm.
Can't handle.
That's
A lot of outs though in that game for
there
both
are.
sides.
so stat could be cancelled out there.
Yeah.
That could be redundant.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard because aren't Broncos resting 8 players and then Melbourne are resting their spine?
Yeah.
The Luke Combs curse.
Yeah.
Luke Combs curse.
Yeah.
All right, stay away from that bloke.
Manly have won 5 in a row versus the Tigers by an average winning margin of 20 points.
It's quite the stat.
I feel like that's like everyone's record against Tigers. 5 in a row by 20 points.
West Tigers, yeah. No, Manly should win that, don't you think?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
I think
Manly.
so.
Yeah.
Cherry's been
At
great
home.
form. He's
Oh,
on
Cherry.
up.
Is there a big milestone? I think they were saying.
Yeah.
Is it Gerbo's?
Yeah, I think Tiger's 1,000th loss.
That's it, Dan.
I think that's generous.
Thanks.
Rabbitohs have won the last 4 games against the Chooks at Accor Stadium. Boys, it's our home, and for a reason. It's a fortress. I think we're going to win this.
Fortress.
It's our fortress.
I think the Chooks get ya.
It's our fortress.
Well, like I said, I like the Rabbits, but I don't know. I want the Rabbits. I would like the Rabbits to win because I'm anti-Steggles and penny till death. But I don't know. What do you reckon?
I'm leaning to South, obviously biased. I think Warrior Hargraves and Manu out for Roosters is a massive loss.
This is what it's like being a Knights supporter for like 27 years. Heartbreak all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
But do you remember there was a time when South and Knights would always battle out for that final 8 spot?
I
and it always
know.
came down to
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Lots of Anyway, is this therapy?
The Warriors have won their last 5 games by 1 to 12 points.
They haven't been that good, to be honest, the
haven't.
Warriors. They've been versing bottom 8 teams, bottom 9 teams now,
Yeah.
and they've just been scraping away victories.
It's like the Raiders 1 to 12 all the time.
Yeah.
So
Highest
Warriors
winning
maybe
margin
1 to
was
12.
12.
Yeah. Was it last week against the Dragons? The line was minus 17 and a half.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if you got on
Ridiculous.
1 to 12, you probably got
Yeah.
like $3 or $4 cheering.
Yeah, I think the Warriors, will they win this week? They're resting
They're
a few
resting a lot of players, man.
I don't think
but
so.
Dolphins. Oh, I don't know.
Finns aren't playing good either. They're on a streak of losses as well. So
Poor
Finns are
Dwayne
done.
Bennett.
Dwayne's not having chins up for Dwayne.
What's a sad dolphin, mate?
Finn's
Yeah,
down.
who knows? Jimmy, you want to have a crack at that? A sad dolphin?
No.
Come on, Jim.
No way.
Oh,
All right.
Kiki.
Panthers have won the last 4 games versus Cowboys at Bluebet Stadium, keeping Cowboys to 0 the last 2 outings. Also worth mentioning, won by an average winning margin of 16.5 points in those last 4 matches.
So also to mention, Cowboys have won the last 2 matches against Panthers.
Wow.
Correct.
Okay.
We have.
So you guys gone for 3 in a row, Jim.
We have.
And this is fucking crucial for you.
But at
Huge.
Bluebet Stadium, they can't win.
yeah, so but we did see Para last week win. And that could have been the worst thing for you guys, Jimmy. I'll tell you why.
Yeah, I know.
Because now Panthers, they're going for the minor prem.
No, but I think
And they want to form the combinations again.
I still think they'll rest.
I don't think they'll rest, man.
I'm going Cowboys.
Yeah.
You go
Yeah,
Cowboys?
I'm going Cowboys. It's
It's too much to play for the Cowboys.
Yeah, but Panthers they can't go back-to-back losses heading into finals.
I don't know if Panthers are going to actually play everyone, to be honest. I don't
Mm.
mind a premiership. Like, end of the day, who cares? You're in the
Yeah.
final. You're in the final 4. Cleary goes out there, gets injured. You are like you've thrown away.
already lost Luai.
The first team
Yeah.
to go 3 in a row since what? Like Parramatta in the 80s.
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
about
probably.
right.
The
Yeah.
only thing
it's just there.
the only thing I'm thinking of is Cleary and Cogger, besides our fucking 40 minutes, whatever they played together, they haven't played together forever.
Yeah,
Maybe
that-
at training, that's
it's
it.
a great
They
point.
need to build combinations. Cleary and Cogger will start, I'm telling you.
And
Guaranteed.
that's why rugby league's the greatest game of all.
Exactly.
actually.
Exactly.
Where are we?
We're up to you, mate. Newcastle.
The Newcastle Knights have lost the last 5 games versus the Dragons at Netstrata Jubilee Oval. Rubbish stat. The real stat is the Newcastle Knights are going for 9 wins in a row. Up the brickies.
Oh, mate.
How good's that?
That's why we pay you to be a host here.
Do you still reckon they'll win this week, Dan? A lot of outs.
They're just resting everyone. They're giving it up.
Don't
Tools
know.
down, mate. Tools down.
Don't know. Just
Tools
said-
down.
It's smoko time in the Hunter. Yeah. I know.
Put the
You know,
feet
I
up.
like the Dragons. I really do. I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
Maybe either team by less than 6 points. What
Yeah.
do you reckon?
Either
Odds
team.
there be about
That'd be
$6 or
like-
$7.
You get good odds there. 4, 5
Like it.
there.
Mm.
Okay,
bad, that.
juicy. Fox has scored 9 tries in the last 5 games versus Titans. Let's trot, bruh. What do you reckon?
He hasn't scored in so
He's
long.
due, bro.
We've said he's due for the last 6 weeks.
Against the Titans. Come on, they're not the best offensive team.
Pack it up, Fox. Bring it on next year, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that.
Yeah, pack it up this
Like
year.
that
Fox.
left edge kick out and Fox, I'm just like, and Burden, I'm like, oh, you guys were so much happier at your previous teams. Poor
It just feels like they've given up the Dogs.
No, they have.
Like, they don't want to be there.
Did you
Yeah.
hear about the fake quotes thing as well?
No, what
Well,
fake?
apparently, did you hear about it? They'll print so
Yeah,
against the Knights.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
hear about it.
you
What
say
was
it did.
Yeah,
go.
so when after the Knights beat Bulldogs 66-0 at a core stadium, so when they played the Knights again the other week, they put up all these posters in the change rooms of like all these fake quotes from all the players. It's like Jackson Hastings quoted saying like, "Oh yeah, there was just like a run in the park. It was like a training run."
Oh, really?
Quote
And they
from-
made them all up.
Yeah, quote from Phoenix Crosland just saying, "Oh yeah, we didn't even really have to try that game." And I'm just like, this is very, very,
Very
cast.
What?
Is that cast?
That's
That-
cast.
That is cast.
That's cast.
That is
cast.
cast.
Yeah.
That's cast.
Yeah, wow. Well, there you go.
Weak
Alright.
gutted dogs.
The Canberra Raiders won 9 in a row versus the Sharks, up the milk, into the finals.
That's a huge hoodoo. 9 in a row.
yeah.
I think
Going
Raiders,
for
I think,
10.
yeah, I think the Raiders win.
Wow. I'm
You're getting
tipping-
about
I'm gonna tip the
$4, I
Raiders.
think, or close to.
Yeah.
Get on that.
And it's a must win
wow.
for the
Responsibly.
Raiders.
No Papali'i out for the season.
Sharks
That's a
versus
big
top
loss.
8 teams.
Corey Horsburgh.
4 weeks.
Yeah. Cop
4
for
games.
4 weeks.
Yep.
Poor man.
They're losing a bit in the middle there, but yeah, Sharks are in decent form. But
I just want to give a shout out. So for those watching on the YouTube, you can see my hectic hat. It's from at League Lids on Instagram. So it's an Auckland Warriors hat. So I'm jumping on the bandwagon.
pretty
I
hectic.
saw their Instagram. They do. They've only got 2 or 3 at the
Yeah.
moment. They look great.
Yeah, they got
mate,
Brizzy
unreal.
as well, I think.
Yeah, they got Brisbane and they got the Warriors, but they're actually releasing
Lids.
all the other teams come, I think, next month, September. So
Oh,
we'll
we're
definitely
getting a
get.
South one,
Hey, you're not a
definitely.
hat man.
I'm not a hat man. I don't look the best right now, do I? But
So,
maybe because I'm wearing
yeah.
a South jersey and a
I'm a
Wise
hat
cap.
man. I was wearing this out on the weekends. I was getting up the wires.
Yeah?
I'm
Yeah.
loving them. So use the link in the bio, League Lids. It's going to be there. Check him out. They do some hectic hats.
The
I'm going to wear
material's
this.
sick as well. And
Yeah,
the design's
the
mad.
old
It's-
corduroy.
Yeah.
It's,
They're
and it's
sick.
very good. They're all like vintage
Retro
style hats.
look.
No,
So
back them. Very
back them
good.
for sure. But
100%.
one thing that always happens is we put the stats up. Age, you've seen them. You filter the TikTok comments. TikTok's a real place sometimes.
Yeah.
We put up the fucking stats, and people always go, "Oh, but who you tipping for this game? I know you
Yeah.
like Fox, but who you tipping?
Or
Who
like,
you tipping?"
history doesn't determine the current.
Yeah, I want to know
You know?
your stats. I don't know why you don't want to know our
Yeah,
opinion.
or be the opposite, like, oh, Melbourne won 30 in a row. Broncos are due.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
So-
guess what, everyone? We're going to give you some rapid NRL round 27 tips. So here's how it's going to work. Simple. I'm going to read out the game. 1-word answers.
Yep.
I don't want to hear why. I just want to hear your team. All right? Broncos versus Storm.
What order were you going?
Obviously, you first, Dave.
You go,
All right,
Age.
go again.
All right. Broncos versus Storm.
I'm going Melbourne Storm.
Yeah, Storm.
Storm.
Broncos. Manly versus Tigers.
Manly.
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 Manly. Souths versus Roosters.
No bias. South.
Flip a coin. Roosters.
Roosters.
Souths. Dolphins versus Warriors.
Was.
Was. Ah.
Was.
Was. Dan, one word, please. You've used your word limit already. We're halfway through the
That
show.
was one word. Just be
Yeah.
nah.
Panthers versus Cowboys.
Panthers.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Dragons versus Knights.
Knights up the brickies.
Brickies.
Dragons.
Knights.
Boo.
Oh, there's always one.
Titans versus Bulldogs.
Titans.
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 Titans, that was easy.
Swords up.
Sharks versus Raiders.
Got to go Raiders.
Milk.
Milk.
Sharks.
Oh,
Hey!
there's always
There
one,
you go.
isn't there?
Hey, Age will be
There you
good this
go.
week. He'll clip the tips for you
100%.
and he'll put them up and you can have a good read.
Yeah. So comment your NRL tips below.
Okay.
This should be good.
So we touched on it before. 16 losses in a row from the 18th man. So I put up a poll. I said, I want to hear your best jokes, and the best, funniest joke will be the 18th man. Dan, stop reading them, mate.
I'm
you
not-
doing? What you
I
doing,
can't read. I don't know if he's noticed. I always squint. I can never see.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Oh, mate.
Are you blind?
Well, who was that?
All right, so Jim, I want you to read them out to Dan, and we're going to use him as a judge of character of how funny they are.
All right. First one from Man Cave Sports Australia. What do you call a piece of chicken in a drive-by shooting?
What do you call him?
Schnitty, schnitty, bang, bang.
I don't mind that.
It's not the worst.
It's a dad joke.
It's a proper dad joke.
It's a dad joke.
Maybe it was the delivery. I don't know.
Wow.
It wasn't the
Hang
best.
on.
You gotta be better.
Can you do a bit better delivery on the
bit
next
better.
one, Jim?
That's feedback. That's feedback.
I
Next
like
one-
that, man, Cave, whoever you are.
Next one at Jimmy Tomlinson. The rabbits are my best joke.
Boo.
Yeah, I like
Rubbish.
That's coming from a Knights fan.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy Tomlinson.
Sorry,
You're
Jim.
out.
All right, next one at Messiah Pawai. What did the frog say when he was about to hit the bong?
What did he say?
Ribbit.
Oh, what's a bong?
I don't
That's
actually know.
a good question.
What even is
I
it?
actually have no idea.
No idea. I don't get
I
it.
don't get that.
said that? Who said
Yeah, I
Messiah.
don't know why we laugh.
Messiah, I don't know why that was funny.
We just laugh for the sake.
I'll put a
I don't
tick
know.
next to your name for future reference.
Oh, yeah, don't know.
Okay, this one is, I won't ask you, Dan, I'll just say it. From Tussie Tiller. Never be friends with people who work at Guzman and Gomez because they're not your friend.
Oh, that is nah. Put a line through that one. Nah.
Cassie Tiller. I actually
Wait, shout out to Guzman.
Yeah.
You ruined our potential
I
sponsorship
know.
there, boys.
I'm actually getting Guzzi tomorrow as well. Like, I love
it's-
Guzzi. We just forgot about
Mate,
it.
just
that
I
was
reckon
disgusting.
Sombrero is fucking top tier.
shut up.
No,
You don't know-
I mean, having Sombrero recently,
I've never had
fucking
it.
too
good.
much coriander.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Coriander sucks. Do you
Oh,
like
it
coriander?
does.
No,
No,
it
it
sucks.
sucks.
Pretty
Yeah,
average.
mate. Nah, Guzman.
For reference and how we botched $1 million deal from Guzman, we put up a top 5 fast food rankings a few episodes ago. It was riveting podcasting, by the way.
It was.
I like
Some
it.
of our best.
We all forgot Guzman. And what's
Yeah.
new in the castle here decides to tag him and said, disgrace.
Yeah, we love his up in the Hunter, and
And they responded. Eh?
I heard multi-million dollar. You said $1 million. I heard it was the multiples.
we
and
Yeah,
we
wow.
butchered it.
$1 million each?
Not
do
anymore.
the beep boops in your head.
But we're getting billions from Macca's when they finally come on board, so it's all good.
Yeah.
We'll let it
Alright.
slide in this one.
Next one from Stanford. Sharks against top 8 teams.
Oh, go to bed, Stanford.
So this was for the 18th man. I've said to him, mate, you were a previous 18th man, weren't you? And he goes, fuck that. I withdraw my submission. I forgot the stress.
Yeah, going to break the curse. Is
All right,
not
next
fun.
one is from Sheridan Tomlinson, jockey.
Oh, the
In
jockey.
South
We
Australia.
love Shero.
We love Shero.
Love Shero. What do you call an IT teacher who touches his students?
What do you call it?
A PDF file.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
wow.
We're getting cancelled.
That's cast.
That's
Like,
cast.
Shero's
That's
full
cast.
cast.
Shero's
He's
cast.
so cast.
Shero's
Lucky
actually
he's a good
cast.
jockey.
Shero, you've been ruled out because we don't want to get
But
cancelled.
lucky he wins us money.
All right, next one. At SuperCoach Experience, what's a plasterer's favorite music?
What is it?
Jip rock.
Don't you love your brickies and tradies?
I think you said what's a pastor's favourite music. You say plasterer.
Plasterer.
Oh, right. Yeah. Nah.
All right. He's ruled out.
All right, last one from Bailey Smith. Victor Radley is better than Cameron Murray.
Shut up. Who are you? The patrollers are very weird. They're cast. They're cast.
That's why they're the
cast.
patrollers.
So am I deciding on the best? Like,
Yeah.
so an 18th man, do you want it to be the worst one or do you want it to be the
No,
best
the
one?
best one.
We wanted
best
to
one.
break it.
You know, I like the first one.
Man Cave Sports, what do you call a piece of chicken in a drive-by
Shitty, shitty,
shooting?
bang, bang.
That's good. I
Right.
like that.
My pick would have been Messiah. That got me.
What
What did the frog say when he was about to rip the bong?
Rip it.
Yeah, but I don't. What's a bong?
Yeah, no, you're right. What's a bong? All right, Man Cave Sports Australia, you
Yeah.
are our 18th man for this week.
Congratulations.
Well done.
man.
Well done.
Thank
You're
you.
trying to break 16 losses in a row.
Well, I'm passing the good luck charms. I was the last winner for the 18th man. On to them.
You
hopefully.
were.
There you go.
That was a long time
Hopefully-
ago.
Hopefully they break the curse.
Hopefully.
'Cause if we get to 20, there's going to be some big punishments. Like massive.
The static
And you
noise will
can't-
be out on the podcast.
100%.
Go
You
for
can't escape
Newcastle
it.
or something ridiculous.
Okay, boys. The best segment in the world. And it's not ages relevant fact. I've scrapped it.
Yes,
There you
Jim.
go.
I've scrapped it. I've got a new one. New segment. What makes age rage?
Here we go.
Yeah.
I like that.
What makes age rage? This week, it's Hoyt's Cinemas movie ticket prices. Not just the movie ticket prices, the snacks and drinks.
Yeah, it's always
Let me-
been a rule.
So, yeah. So my girlfriend's coming back from Europe and she's like, let's go to the movie. Let's watch
What
Oppenheimer.
movie? Oppenheimer.
So I'm like, okay, sweet.
That's a rogue movie to go with missus.
Yeah,
like,
no.
straight away when she's back from Europe.
I don't want to see Barbie, so scratch
Okay,
that.
that's
Anyway, so I go on the Hoyts app. I'm putting in the prices. And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Let me just read you out some of these. One adult ticket, $24.50. One small popcorn, $9.50. One small Pepsi Max. Dan, have a guess.
Oh, Pepsi Max, $5.
$8.
Oh,
For a
for
small-
Small Pepsi Max.
Wow.
One Choc Top, $7.30. One small bag of Mars Bar pods, $8.70. But this is what rattled me. One bottle of water, $6.20.
No, that's a joke.
Are they pulling our legs?
That's
No,
600
you've got
mil
to
water.
go Woolies before.
Yeah,
and just
Woolies,
sneak 'em
Big
in.
W, one of them.
100%.
yeah, 100%.
You got to go to Woolies.
I
You
think
gotta,
they
you gotta snack up.
They expect people couldn't do that today anyway.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably
Yeah.
just like, oh, well, you're an idiot for not doing it. We're just going to jack our prices up.
So
Yeah,
apparently,
incredible.
like, they actually don't make that much money from the actual like movies themselves. It's all in the actual.
It
bar.
has to be a snacks.
Yeah.
That's why they
Waters for
upsell it.
$6.20. Fucking Pepsi Max for $8 out of the fucking machine.
That's horrible.
It's criminal.
Yeah, no wonder these frogs out there are buddy ripping it on these bongs and they can't afford to go to the
Hey,
movies.
what's a bong?
I don't even know what a bong is.
I don't know. Whoever said that. Yeah.
But boys, if you total all that up, it's $64.20 for one person
No,
to
it's
get
a
all
joke.
that.
No,
That's a
yeah.
heavy.
So you
eating.
take your miso over $100 for a movie night.
Who's eating all that though in one sitting, bro?
Hey, have you seen me?
Mate, it's cheaper to go to McDonald Jones Stadium and watch your mighty Newcastle Knights win 9 in a row. I'm telling you.
And you'll be in tears either way.
Turn it up. Bring back 2016.
Oh, no, please. No. I'd go to the movies. Hoyts.
Is it time?
It's time. Let's stitch him up.
Oh, here
The
we go.
raw egg challenge is back for this week. So
Karma
Dan,
is a bitch.
we've got 3 questions for you.
And Jimmy's actually prepared, and we have no idea.
That's
Because
good.
we said to Jim, you have to do it because we would absolutely demolish
Yeah,
Dan.
they would have stitched you up.
We will let our emotions
I know
take
we would have
over.
got stitched up, but you know, because we technically won, I feel like I get out of the 3, I get one lifeline. I've asked Jimmy or Mick. Oh, not Jimmy, Mick. Mick,
Like for a hint
Mick
or
or
something?
Age.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
a hint.
Yeah.
Okay,
One,
that's fair.
I don't actually know
one
the
on one the
answers.
questions.
All right.
Okay.
Do you know the
I
answer?
don't even know. them.
Okay, sweet. Well,
That's
you
sweet.
fine with that? Because
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
they're going to give me an
Yeah.
opposite hint.
All right, here we go. First question. Since 2010, the Knights have signed 6 players from the Cowboys. Can you name 5 of them?
From the Cowboys.
Yep.
Well, obviously, Kalyn Ponga. Since what year, sorry?
Since 2010.
2010. So you got Kalyn Ponga, you got Shibasaki.
No.
Did he play for the Cowboys?
No.
Broncos.
Went from Brisbane.
Oh,
I thought he
right.
played for Cows.
I think he did play for the Cowboys.
yeah, but I think he went from Knights to the Cowboys.
I thought he went Cowboys, Knights, Cowboys.
Video ref.
That's all right.
Age
Okay,
on that
that's all
whilst
right.
I'll look
Okay,
at that while
look
you
it
keep
up.
going. It's like
God.
NRL bingo gym that we've been
Yeah,
posting
so
on TikTok.
2010. Then you've got. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm having a mind blank. I
We've
should.
rattled him.
Yeah.
We've absolutely. Oh, you just gonna do it. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
That's rank, isn't it?
It's all it's
how bad is
creamy.
it? Can you describe it? Like creamy, yeah?
It tastes great. These next two are
Who
pretty
were
good.
they?
So the 6 players were Antonio Kafusi, Steve Southern, Tariq Sims, Kalyn Ponga,
Sims.
Anari Tuala. Jakey
Tuala,
Clifford.
Oh,
Yes.
Tuala.
And
Clifford.
Clifford. Oh.
Clifford.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some easy options
Yep,
there.
yep, that's
Okay.
That's fair.
Here we go. Next question. The last time the Knights played in the finals was 2021. Can you name 10 players from that team?
2021. Ponga.
Yep.
Mitch Pearce.
Yep.
Jacob Saifidi, Daniel Saifidi.
Who are the halves?
Yeah, it was Mitch Pearce and who played? I was at that semi-finals against the Rabbit. It was against the Rabbitohs, wasn't it?
Yep.
Did
No, this
Twa-
one was against Para.
Para. Oh, yes, and Clint Galveston kicked the grubber. Was the knock on? Doesn't matter. Both teams or just the Knights?
Just the
Just
Knights.
the Knights. Just your boys.
So we've got 4 so far.
Yeah,
Surely
six-
some brickies within there.
Yeah. Tariq Sims. No, 2021. Sorry,
Yeah,
2021. Wasn't he? Yeah.
Dan's a fake fan. He only
David-
started following
David
8 weeks
Clemmer.
ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second row, Lachlan Fitzgibbon
No.
didn't play.
Didn't
Injured.
play.
5
5 more.
more. Come on, Brickies. Come on, give it to me.
You want a hint? Using your
Yeah,
hip now?
wingers. The other one was Edric Lee.
Nah.
He was injured. Fuck.
Bro, we rattled him.
These
rattled me.
these are rogue wingers.
Yeah.
Really?
Rostock wasn't playing in 21.
No.
Give me a hint.
One of the centers is still there.
Bradman Best.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he debuted in 21, didn't he?
Yep.
4
Uh,
left.
4 left. Yep. More forwards.
What about podcast guests that you've had?
Brayley.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back rowers.
And that's all we give you.
On the bench.
Yeah, think of the bench. I reckon it's gettable, the bench, if you think.
2021.
3 of them have left. That's
Yeah.
my last hint.
Yeah.
3 of them no longer play on that bench. So think of the players that are left in the last 2 years or so. We'll give them a minute.
Dan really
Yeah,
wants
give
that
me
egg shot.
2021. It's like a whole new side, isn't it?
It is.
It's
All right, here we
completely
go.
different.
Time has started. We'll put
Yeah,
pressure
put a
on
minute on.
He's
Did I say Tuala?
No, you haven't.
Oh,
Tuala?
Yeah.
2 more.
So he's a winger,
And Jesse Ramian.
you. No.
Ooh, no.
Oh, was he injured?
How many
Didn't
more?
play.
How many more incorrect guesses do we give him as well?
Yeah, that's all.
I reckon one more incorrect.
One
That's
more
it.
incorrect. Hey, you gotta get 2
But
perfect.
Jesse
here.
Yeah.
Ramian wasn't playing.
23 seconds gone.
2 more I've got to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon there's 2 easy ones on the bench there. 3 even.
Is one of them at a club that's not in New South Wales?
Yes.
I've got him.
Josh King.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh, pressure.
Connor Watson.
Yeah.
He got there in the end.
Oh,
How
fuck.
good is this?
All right.
That
Last
was
question.
stressful.
The last time the Knights won the grand final was in 2001. Can you name the first try scorer and the final score?
Can I have an incorrect guess in this one?
You
No.
just said you watched the whole
So
grand final
was the
on
final
replay.
score 30 to 24 or something
Yes.
like that? Yep.
Correct.
First try scorer. So that's half an egg shot down.
Yeah.
And was it the forward or back?
Nah.
It was a Knights player. It was a forward.
Steve Simpson.
Nah.
Oh,
Bill Payton.
yeah!
Who was it?
Bill Payton.
Oh, Billy Payton playing lock.
Yeah.
You just told the patrollers you watched the fucking replays for fun.
No, 97.
That was 97.
Oh, not 2001. Oh. He just had the yolk and left the white. Yeah, that's from the game.
Oh, well,
Hey,
it's all
since
right.
there's one more shot, I asked you a question.
Nah, stuff
Yeah.
that. Never again.
Sure,
Never
ask me a
again.
question.
That's
Hey,
I'll give you a
disgusting.
50-50 one.
Nah, that's disgusting. What's the question?
Okay, so
was
I've-
your 50-50?
Nah, fuck no.
I've
Not
done,
after, not after. Jimmy hasn't done one yet.
I did one last
He
time.
did last week.
Oh, he did, eh? We all
Yeah.
done one. We're even.
We're even.
Far out.
Fuck, well done, boys.
Well
He's,
done.
They were good questions. It was yeah. It's weird. I know all my Knights thoughts are from fucking when I wasn't even alive.
Yeah.
And then 2
Yeah.
years ago, it's just like, I don't know.
Clemmer was another one.
Clemmer.
I did say Clemmer. And you
Did
ticked it. Yeah, you did tick that
Oh,
off. Check
yeah.
tapes.
Barnett. Was Barnett one of them?
Barnett was there.
Barnett's
Yeah.
another one.
Frizzell. You didn't say Frizzell.
Brazil.
So also
Yeah.
Sue.
Suasa
Oh,
over in England
that's
now.
it.
Hummel
Yeah.
Hunt.
Texie
Primal.
Hoy. Bench? Nah.
Nah. Texie Hoy wasn't there. Brody Jones.
There you
Last
go.
one.
Human Shrek.
And Jakey Clifford played 5'8".
In 21.
Yeah, in that game.
Wow.
So there you go.
So I've raw eggs I've done before. I think you do like a vodka shot, then like sugar, and then the
Oh,
egg.
really?
It's
But
not
just
bad.
egg by itself, it's
Yeah, not for a long
creamy
time.
as
Just
ugh.
describe that taste in your mouth. It's
How weird is it?
It's just when it's like
The
I
texture
don't
as
want
well.
the. This does sound cast, but like it gets to the back of your throat, and it's just like it's like gagging. It's just like it's weird.
That
like,
yolk.
There's
Yeah.
probably some patrollers at home really getting off to that right now, and that makes me feel real uneasy with myself.
All right. It's time for some play on a penalty. Dan, obviously, will say a statement and whether or not you want to play it on or you can penalise it, put it in the sin bin, send it off. whatever you
Yep,
want.
beauty.
First one, Joseph Tarpany's hit on Reece Walsh.
Oh, play on.
Yeah.
Yeah, play on. Doesn't
100%
yeah.
play on.
Yeah. It was like a few years ago when Brett Morris or Josh Morris, one of them, injured on the ground, and Justin Hodges come over and just absolutely swacked him, but he was
Yeah, yeah.
legitimately injured. That might have been a bit of a penalty,
Yeah.
or just not in the spirit of the game. But Reece Walsh, he was just play on.
Trying to waste time.
Play on.
100%.
Ever since Manu did that little fake cramp last year and then scored against the Dragons. I'm like, no.
Preston Campbell pretended to run the ball dead once, then ran the whole field and scored. Yeah,
Really?
that was
There you
great
go.
footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, old sneaky
I
Preston.
think it's a play on within the rule book and like it's a play on.
It got voted fan hit of the week on the NRL website.
Yeah, it did.
That is such a good gag.
Such a good hit though because he ran for like 30 meters.
Yeah.
And the whole time he had a target on Walsh.
He just ran full pelt at him.
I
and
love
whacked
that,
him.
eh?
Very well.
All right, next one. You're at Macca's and you order nuggets. Your mate who doesn't order nuggets asks you for one.
How many nuggets have I ordered? See, this is where it's
All right, let's say you ordered 6.
oh no, that's no penalty. You know, like 10 nuggets. If I had 10 nuggets and they go, oh, can I have one? And they like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, 10 nuggets, 20 nuggets. Yeah, mate, fucking
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
finish these bad boys with me. Like, you know, strap
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
son.
yeah.
We're going all night.
Yeah.
But 6 nuggets, like, man, like it's only 6
Yeah,
nuggets.
6 is a penalty.
Yeah.
It's just not a sin because man, it's chicken nuggets. Like, fuck.
As well, because if he wanted one, you could just split a 10 piece box.
That's right. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
20
on.
pack,
But-
10 each.
Right. If they're constantly doing it, then you know you got to drive down to the judiciary on Tuesday night, mate, because you're getting the long working suspension for the offence.
With Corey Horse run.
Yeah.
So what are you saying, penalty?
Penalty.
Yeah, penalty.
Penalty.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
6 nuggets penalty. Yeah.
All right, next one. Not watching NRL anymore once your team can't make the finals.
Send off. Ridiculous.
Yeah, crazy.
Mate, like, you know, you would watch most games.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
week. If not, you would watch like the minis or the shorter versions. Yeah, no, send off.
Yeah.
You want,
100%.
yeah.
Especially when we got SuperCoach and betting to
Oh.
ride home.
Yeah.
You're watching every
I'm in the
game.
top 10 at the Cast Patrol Supercoach.
Are
comp.
ya?
Yeah.
What's your
Wow.
name?
Buddy's Blindside.
Oh, is that
Okay.
Sorry, mate.
I don't think
how many-
I don't
how
think 10th gets a prize.
No, how many's in that comp? 100 and something.
Oh,
Was it
there's
150?
Maybe 200.
200. Yeah, because we only got 94 in ours, and I'm winning it.
Oh,
And we had like prizes, and I was going to give away for first. And I'm just like, well, if I win it, no one's
now.
getting it.
Yeah, yeah.
And some bloke, he's going, oh, what about second prize? I'm like, no, you don't get a bloody non-proven trophy to come a second if you lose the grand
I
final.
was top 12 at one point, and then I just dropped off. And just too many injuries.
I think,
I think we're giving away prizes for top 3.
top
Yeah.
three.
So we're
yeah.
pretty generous.
That's good.
But for you, we'll give you shorts as well.
Yeah,
You
beauty.
know, just
yeah,
for coming
yeah,
on the
yeah.
potty.
I think I'm
Drove
top.
all the way from Newey to be here.
That's all right. Come all the way to be just with
Just-
my mate Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next one. Orange flavored chocolate.
Oh, it's a
What?
sin bin.
Oh,
Hey,
I know.
that's sin
Sin
bin.
bin.
Yeah,
That's
that-
rank.
no,
That's
but
cars.
sin bin.
That is cars.
That's cars.
But I'll tell you this, it's massive in the UK. So I work with a lot of you people from the UK
Yeah.
and Ireland.
Yeah.
They buy orange chocolate all the time
Oh,
to share.
it's-
And I'm like, your kid, like this was your first preference.
Like you chose the worst thing ever.
Like, I probably wouldn't even
That's
eat
an
it.
egg shot
Yeah.
worthy.
That's like orange. That's orange
Oh.
flavored chocolate.
Oh.
That's what it tastes like.
Get it away.
Actually, no.
Just tell me for
Oh,
an egg shot.
mate.
Yeah, massive penalty.
That would have been a bricky performance on the show.
Just quietly,
if
what's
you did
worse,
that-
the egg shot or the chili shot?
Egg shot.
Oh, 'cause
You
I
reckon
like
the egg
it.
shots
I'm
work?
so-
off
I'd
the
like
egg shot.
chili. I would have done chili.
Oh, we'll give you the chili shot we
The
do
world's
every week.
hottest chili.
yeah.
Fuck that.
Oh, maybe another day, eh?
Next time you come on.
All right, last one for this week. Australian TV shows or movies?
Oh.
I'm not a movie guy. Wait, what's the question? Is this a play on a
Yeah.
Yeah, for Aussie movies and
Like
TV
Aussie
shows.
TV shows or movies?
to watch Aussie TV shows over movies?
No. Like
Either
just
or.
either
Just
or.
in general.
So
like,
just Australian production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I like cheesy Australian TV.
Yeah?
I'm not a movie guy. Never have
Okay.
been.
Really?
No,
Not
I
a
think
movie?
I'm short attention span. Campbell would say about myself. Yeah, I just never really. I just don't sit down and watch movies. Like I like how I watch like The Block or NRL 360 or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like all the
TV
maths and
shows,
stuff
yeah.
like that. You know,
You
like,
reality
definitely
shows.
perceive
Yeah,
me
yeah.
as a block kind of operator.
I don't look like a block type operator.
No, you do.
Yeah,
you definitely do.
Like just fucking more bricks
Yeah.
and more bricks.
I can see you being on like Married at First Sight or some shit.
Oh, mate, maybe one day if there's a chick brave enough to
Yeah.
put the wedding ring around my finger.
So what about like those Australian shows on like Stan or Netflix and stuff?
Oh yeah, all right. Dan would be the first one to put his hand. up.
No, I see. Like I pay for all those. I just I never watch any of it. Like, I don't know why I bother.
I get Jimmy's.
Yeah, well there
He
you go.
fucking uses
Don't,
mine.
don't tell them for future.
Do you boys know
sponsorship.
Heartbreak High? It's
Yep.
a show on
Yeah.
Netflix. It's an Australian one. They
That's
actually
good.
they shut down my street yesterday because they were filming on it.
Yeah,
Heartbreak
right.
High.
Oh really?
Yeah, because they
You
filmed
walk
at the
out
school
and try
over
and get
there.
on
You in the background?
No,
You look like a high school kid.
mate. I actually walked,
Especially with that hat
I
on.
actually walked out and they're like, "Fuck, you're our main actor, yeah, hot and
Yeah,
sexy."
yeah.
I was like,
Turn it
You're
up.
that kid everyone.
charity match only.
Aren't you that kid everyone bullies? Get over there. Get on the ground.
All right.
No,
well, yeah.
actually, well, no, there's a on Channel 10 or 10 Play. Like you got the inspired unemployed,
Oh,
that's-
practical jokers. But this
That's
is, I
unreal.
don't know if you would have been too young, but thank God you're here, which is
Yes.
was massive for us growing up. Like that was on like a
Hamish
Wednesday night.
Blake.
You follow with like Summer Heights High and Chasers War and everything, shows like that. But thank God you're here. That's made a comeback, and that is very, very good television. Aaron
Yeah.
Chen, he's the
Oh, yeah.
comedian.
Yeah.
He used to do soccer comedian
soccer
acts.
stuff,
Yeah, have you
yeah.
seen the interview? Mate, that is very good. Like, it's definitely something I'd not cast. Definitely watch it.
And I have a final one for you because I think I know how you feel about this. KO Sports and their streaming.
I tell you what, so I put up a couple of videos on the social media platforms at What's New in the Castle if you want to go
there's the
follow it.
first plug. There we go.
There's a plug.
Like, whatever he says, he's not affiliated with Cast.
That's all right. We'll
No,
just
no.
crop that part out.
Yeah. So I put a thing up, blowing up about KO. Always just come up with that error message where it would say, like, I don't even know what the error message was, but we used to screenshot it all the time and we put it out there. We had hundreds and probably nearly to 1,000 comments of people going through the same thing.
Yeah.
And then ever since probably a week after that video, I have not had one issue with my KO. Maybe I should give KO a shout out. Like, maybe they've come and checked my account and they've sorted that out so I don't get any more sprays. So I think we should cut this up and thank you, KO, for sorting my networking issues out because I haven't had a problem since that video went
Wow.
viral. So yeah.
Fuck.
What do you
The
use?
power of social media.
You like KO?
I'm on KO, yeah.
I'm not
Play
okay.
on.
I'm Foxtel Go operator.
Yeah, well, we're not rich up in Newcastle. Like, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be after you get a Guzzi sponsor, mate.
Oh, mate, just KO, Guzzi, both.
Anyone.
Give us
Someone sponsor us, please.
Fine. Hey, I'm hungry at home, guys. Come on.
All right, well, that's play on a penalty.
Goody.
How good is
Right,
that?
let's do, instead of try score or trifecta this week, it's a try score a quaddie.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
'cause
quad.
there's four of us
Yep,
now.
Love it.
We love a quaddie. Last week, Mick did Joey Manu. Was the only leg that failed. Jimmy did Talangi and I did Warbrick.
Nice,
But
boys.
Mick doesn't have to do a chili shot because AFB, his fridge, was immunity.
Immunity.
good.
Saved him. Last second of the game.
Again,
That's
That's
big
right.
from you,
That's
Mick. Well
big.
done, mate.
All right,
That's good.
boys, I'm going to kick us off. Alex Johnson, $1.75. No prizes, but his record against fucking Roosters is second to none.
Yeah, well, I'm going the Cowboys Penrith game. I've gone Scotty Drinkwater. I think $2.80 he's paying. I feel like he might cross the line. Depends if Penrith play all those plays. If not, I still think Scotty Drink.
He's
going
definitely
like it.
their biggest X factor.
Yeah, absolutely. If they're going to win, it has to come
If
through
they're
the
scoring
back
two
there.
tries, probably
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
I'm going with Brian Kelly. He's been in some decent form and he always seems to find the line for Gold Coast.
Yeah, he's been good.
I'm going to go Stubby Cooler. Had probably his best game in the
Yeah.
NRL last week. Not sure how he didn't score, but yeah, I think he'll get over this week.
You'd be
Three,
s-
three
think he didn't
try
get in.
assists, was in everything.
It was in
Didn't
everything,
score.
but he didn't score. So I think he'll get over this week against the Tigers back at home.
Like
And
that.
if you put all that together on Dabble, it's 22 buckaroonies.
That's
That
value.
is
that's a Bricky's number. We
That is a
so we,
Bricky's number.
at What's New in the Castle, at What's New in the Castle, there's another plug.
Hey,
we
hey,
love
hey,
Cut that one out. Yep.
we love palindrome numbers. So $22. That's very
Good
good.
omens.
Good omens.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love it. There
Wow.
you go. All right,
Fridge.
fill up the fridge, boys. Dan, you are a fridge, right?
Mate, of course I am. Look at the size of me. We all
You're a
love
front
fridges.
rower by trade.
Front rower by trade. Did me
So-
apprenticeship for many years.
You've never been a lock, eh? You've just been front row.
But ball playing front row. It's a
Ball
difference.
playing front row.
Turn it up,
The
Dan.
ball playing front row. There's
Right.
a big difference.
Only
Okay.
balls you play with is your cock, mate.
I
Dan
struggle
would
to find them
Dan
sometimes.
would just be Clemmer, tuck it under and get the 10 meters.
Yeah,
How
that's
good's that?
right. Yeah.
Who is your fridge, Dan?
This week I'm going for Jacob Safiti.
Ooh,
I thought-
$9 you're getting as
yeah,
well.
Jacob Safiti. It's either him or his brother score every like 1 to 3 weeks. So one of
Yeah.
them's due. And he's wearing the captain's armband this weekend, the big fella. So Jay Saf, get a try for the What's New in the Castle boys.
JSAF
it.
captain over DSAF.
Yeah. Well, Jay Saf has been playing some good form over the last 12 months, 18 months. Played Origin a few times.
Yep.
D Saf, like he's still a decent player. Maybe hasn't been as consistent as his I was going to say younger brother, twin brother, but like D Saf, he's starting to get some good form towards the end of the year. So one of them. Could I do one
I
of them
like
to
it.
score? No, Jay Saf.
Either or.
Yeah.
Against Dragons, good tip. Mick, you're the fridge king.
Okay, fridge king. Well, Jimmy and I are equal tied now. I think we're 2 each.
You've gone for
fridges.
3 in a row.
You haven't hit a fridge all year, bear.
I
man.
know, well, this is the one. It's coming.
Okay, yeah, you said that last week. Okay, so back to back fridges. All right, my mind is
Pressure's on.
channeling David Clemmer.
David Clemmer.
That's
David
ridiculous.
Clemmer.
He won't even get
That's
close
so
to the 2
cast.
meter line.
He won't even get close.
That's a cast tip.
Boys, when he scores, you'll be doing chili shots.
I'll tell you what I've noticed about Clemmer. Every time it's like 4th tackle and he gets it, he doesn't even look, bro. He's just tucking it under and he's taking his 5 meters.
Put it this way: if Clemmer scores on the weekend, I'll wash my mouth out with soap. I'll get a soap bar and I'll take a big bite of it.
Okay, we'll clip that when if he does.
Yeah,
score.
beautiful.
I don't think he's going to score.
Do another shot while you're at it.
Or one of those urinal cakes in the toilets. You ever seen one of the boys?
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
stuff that.
I've seen. Yeah, actually, I won't say who it was, but I've seen it, and yeah, no
Fuck.
good.
Yeah, Clemmer's
Wow.
$13, and that's for a good
On
reason.
double, 13 bucks.
Yeah,
Mate,
13
that's
bucks on double.
juicy.
I'm going
Jimmy,
Juicy for a reason.
Havlin Ueli. Loves a try.
BHU.
Loves a meat pie. $6. Get on.
How do you see it happening? Crash play? Do they tuck him under?
Nah,
What
it's
do
going to
they do?
go wide, like 2 passes wide to Nico. Nico's going to put him in the hole.
Nice.
I actually have a story about Hamden Newelly.
Here we go.
Here you
Here we go.
He
Are you name dropping again?
Yeah, he actually went to my school, but he was in year 12 and I was in year 7, and I was there just standing like it was a big like house meeting or whatever it was, like the whole year for that whatever. You know what I mean? House meeting.
Yeah.
I'm just standing there, and behind me he's talking with his mate, and I turned around and he had like a full sleeve tat, and I'm like,
He
and
still had it in high school.
he must have got it then. And I was like naive as anything, year 7, like fresh. I'm like, oh, is that a real tattoo?
Oh, no.
And he's like, looked at me, he goes, sure, SG.
Oh, what a
then
legend.
I forgot about him, and then I seen him like start playing really well. And I was like, oh, he went to Morris. I'm like, fuck, that was that bloke.
That's the guy
Yeah,
I
right.
embarrassed myself with.
I hope he scores for his sleeve.
Sleep bet.
Okay, I'm breaking the duck. I'm losing my virginity.
For his
with
virginity?
Mitch Barnett. Barnett's taking my virginity.
Yeah, he's been playing the front row this year, hasn't he? A fair
been-
bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
playing front
Scammer.
row.
He's like a
Big
back
number
rower.
10.
That's
He's a back rower.
scam.
You know how good the Warriors are with their forwards, with their ball skills? Mate, every time it'll go off Walker, he'll look out the back, hit short, Barnett over.
Go and look
That's
at
how I'm envisioning it.
Go and look at Barnett's goal kicking percentage as well. Actually, very
he can
good.
kick, eh?
He
We
can
used to
kick
have him in
goals.
SuperCoach. He's
Yeah,
a gem.
in Newcastle
He's
Knights
good.
could kick goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a gem.
He's
Front
very
row
good.
that kicks goals. That's
Yeah. Oh,
SuperCoach gold.
Take me now. I've seen it all.
All right, boys. Tips of the week. I'm going to start us off. I'm avoiding the sin bin. I've had a shocking run, so I need to play safe.
Yep.
Alex Johnson. He scored 12 in 7 games against the Chooks.
He said play safe.
Very safe. Very safe. Into Jason Saab. Saab
Beautiful.
scoring against Tigers.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Nice.
Well, my tip for the week
$2.63. Sorry.
is
$2.63.
okay.
Do you want to repeat it?
For
So
those
what was the
playing at
number?
home, $2.63.
And what app is that
Gamble
on?
responsibly on Dabble.
And how do you sign up?
Cast Patrol's the code using the app CSTPATROL.
And what else can you click in the bio?
Link.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right, my tip.
Pay us double.
My tip of the week is if you're looking for a new TV show, Lupin on Netflix. It is outstanding. So give it a watch.
Beauty.
Lupin.
My tip. It's the last round of the NRL in 2023 before the semi-finals. So the last time you'll see 8 games this weekend. So, you know, if you're just sitting at home or whatever you're doing, make sure you sit there and absorb all 8 games of footy because you won't get this until, February, March next year until Vegas time.
Yeah, we're going to be
Yeah.
deprived.
Well, not even Vegas. We'll be deprived of rugby
Yeah.
league football, the God's winter game. So, you know, sit back and, enjoy your footy. Enjoy your rugby. Enjoy your origin
That is
footy.
a great point. That's a great point because next week the games get halved. There's only 4.
Good quality game, but you want 8 games.
We want rugby league
every
content
game
back to
live,
back.
every round. Egler.
You want to finish work on Friday and get 2 games back to back.
That's right.
You actually forget about it so much. So on a Thursday, it's a shit game, and you're just like, fuck this. And then when there's no Thursday
When there's
footy,
no Thursday footy.
oh, the week feels so much longer.
Yeah.
It does,
And then
doesn't it?
Sunday
your
game,
week, your
one
weekend
game.
sort of starts on Thursday night now.
What I saw something the other day. I wouldn't be opposed of putting the NRLW competition on like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night.
Oh.
So you get footy every night of the week because when
That'd be
the,
good.
Imagine that.
the American sports they
Yeah,
they
they
don't
don't
compete
stop.
with Sunday footy
Yeah.
because it's just incredible.
Yeah.
So that's why they play games all over the shop, all the different codes. Could you put the NRLW on like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night? Crowd attendance wise, maybe not get that
Nah,
many
it'd be
people,
pretty average.
but
TV
TV
views will go up
ratings.
through the roof.
TV
Yeah.
ratings. Yep.
That's a good shout.
Good, mate. That's why we bring you on, Dan.
But imagine
Well done.
us as content creators. It's hard enough as is 8 games. Imagine you start doing NRLW, you don't have a rest.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great shout. But
Campbell, you might have to start editing, champion.
uh,
And
Casters, the
what do you
Patrols
think?
wouldn't
What
get
do you
it.
think it'll look like if Campbell started editing?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's the max likes on his first reel?
I don't think you would see anything. It wouldn't be up.
It'd just be the static noise going. Beep.
With a few dodgy clips in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And it'd just be his face pop up. Yeah, I don't know.
And my tip of the week, not really a tip. I want to ask you. We asked all our guests. Go to Macca's order.
Go to Macca's order. I used to love getting Macca's after a game. I'd probably just go a large double quarter pounder meal. Coke for drink.
Yeah, right.
Fuck,
No,
any
nugs.
quarter
Any nuggets?
pounds?
Nah, like nuggets if I'm like drunk. Maybe,
Yeah.
like you know, Uber Eats order when you're
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
bit
yeah.
different.
Yeah, chuck in some nuggets.
Yeah, but usually a large double quarter pounder meal, Coke for the
Nice.
drink. Yeah. So
I like it.
Any other size like McFlurry?
nah. I'm more of I'd rather KFC.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your KFC order?
then?
Oh, it depends. If I'm if I'm on the
Simultaneous.
like what I'd usually get is a KFC Zinger stacker box,
Yeah.
Wicked Wings,
Yep.
Pepsi Max for the drink,
Yep.
and change the potato and gravy to just a gravy,
Yep.
and then you pull the gravy onto the burger, and then that is
Oh,
typical. But if I'm on
okay.
the shred, just a normal
That's a
Zinger
good
box.
Dinner roll.
Yeah. No, not dinner roll. Nah, not in the Zinger box. You get the burger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So,
All right. The gravy on a burger is a good hack.
oh,
I'm gonna
it
try that.
is.
Like just literally on top? Isn't it all
No,
messy?
like
Inside.
the
Oh.
even the bun. Oh, this guy.
Chuck it on the bun, get all soggy.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
mate, that
yeah.
sounds fucked.
Well, you like bite the burger, then you can dip it in. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that.
yeah.
Alright.
It's a bricky's
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
it is a brick.
How good is a Zinger stacker?
Yeah, my tip of the week, follow at What's New in the Castle. It's been great. Dan, thank you for coming on. And I'm sure it's not the last time we're going to have you on this
Yeah,
podcast.
no, thanks heaps for having me, boys. It's been a long time coming, and yeah, you really do a good job. And like I followed you boys for about 12 months now, and you know, young content creators coming in, and it's fucking like we said, we talked about it, it's a tough grind and that, but no, you will go far, boys. So well done.
Thanks, Dan. Thank you.
Likewise,
Dan.
Dan. Thanks very much for
I
coming
got a good
on.
name for us. What's new with cast? Oh,
We'll work on it.
Watch New Cast.
What's new at the cast? Oh.
Now
That'll
that's
do us.
cast.
That's Cast. Let's end it there.
sign
See
it
you
off.
guys.
See ya.
See
Bye.
you guys.